Today's vlog begins in a dorm room.
Feels like time is going faster than it seems. We were just two kids who were trying to live the teenage dream. We could see no reason why we should ever try to go to sleep. Remember every weekend we stayed out late and then went home to me. I wish that I could live that dream again.
So, longtime viewers of this channel will remember that I am an alumni of SUNY Oneonta, the campus I'm on right now. It's a state school in upstate New York. It's actually a great, small, kind of archetypal American small-town college campus. The beauty well, that's unfortunate. There were like baby red ants running around where I just put my elbow down, and I think some of them got me. Really loved my time here, and most of you know that I have a background in philosophy. That's actually what I got my degree in here, and what I wanted to talk about in this video is why it was so important for me to get a degree in philosophy, even though I never ended up actually using it.
You taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me.
The big, huge building behind me that I was just at, that is actually where I dormed for the 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, that I lived on campus. I loved this campus. I still love this campus. I have so many great memories. Now, college was simultaneously the most exciting, most amazing time of my life. It was also the loneliest time of my life. I wrote about it in a recent blog entry. I'll leave that link in the description below. This is cool. This was never here.
We can never fall, nobody could break us. Yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, baby, it was you and me.
Philosophy students are not concerned with answering questions. They're concerned with questioning answers. Hey, how you doing? Good. Did you? Are you coming to the, you coming tonight? The clam bake tonight from 6:30 to 8:30? Okay, yeah, I'll be there doing magic for 2 hours like I usually do, just walking around the tables and stuff. What's your name? Arnold. Arnold. Brian, nice to meet you. The idea is that philosophy isn't trying to come up with the solutions, it's trying to question what already exists, question your world. And I think today, with the world as it is, and we're in this world of alternative facts and fake news and everything, I think the idea that questioning your world, your reality, that not just taking things for granted by really digging deeper is more important than it's ever been.
'Cause it was only you and me back then. We were never growing up.
The question on the table is, how did philosophy help me, even though I never wound up going into philosophy? By studying philosophy, I was training my brain to learn about the world and question how I see the world, how I fit into the world, what is a good life, what's the best way to lead a life, and those are the kind of questions that both artists and entrepreneurs need to ask themselves if they want to make an impact on the world.
Baby, it was, baby, it was.
I need to head back to the dorm to get some water, maybe find a little bit of food. I am parched. It is way warmer than I was. There's the sun again. It's amazing. It's almost 5 o'clock and it's still pretty overhead. It's crazy. This is not a large campus, so it only takes less than 10 minutes to walk from one end of the campus to the other. I'm thrilled I got a beautiful day, but I don't think I've actually said why I'm here. I come here every year to do magic, close-up strolling magic, just for 2 hours for the welcome night. Oh, this is Alumni Association weekend. This is alumni weekend. Once a year, the campus. I didn't say why I was here. This is alumni weekend. The campus hosts, you know, a 3-day weekend in June every year for alumni, going all the way back to forever. Anybody who's an alumni from any year. It's a really amazing, wonderful turnout. They do tours for some of the older folks where a lot of things have changed, show them what's new. There's, you know, food and festivities and entertainment and all kinds of cool stuff. Thank you very much. Put me on the 3rd floor. I forgot what it was like to dorm. I said, "Where's the elevator?" She said there's no elevator. I'm like, I've been spoiled from the past 10 years of traveling in relatively nice hotel accommodations. Not that I don't appreciate the accommodations here, but I forgot what it was like to haul stuff up and down. When I was here, my first 2 years, I was playing in a lot of bands on the campus as a guitarist. I had massive, you've seen the rigs in my studio. Lugging that stuff up and down. I was on the 6th floor in my freshman year in a dorm room. I was lugging all that stuff in the studio that you guys always see behind me. 6 flights. It's crazy. I'm out of shape. So this is the room, same room I'm in every year, same room you saw last year, so I won't bog you down with this, but this is the welcome night clam bake, I think. And I've never actually eaten at it because I'm always working during it. They keep telling me you gotta eat at it, so maybe this year I'll try to sneak in some food. But we have about 45 minutes before people start coming in, lining up outside the doors. This is like one of the most well-attended events the whole weekend, the clam bake. It is really, really cool. Well, it was another very successful event. I'll probably just talk to you guys when I get back to the dorm and it didn't even unlock all the doors. Hang on. So the event was a huge success. Obviously, it's late now, it's dark out. Everybody seemed to really enjoy it. By the way, if this is a little shaky, it's because I'm using a very bright lens because it's so dark, but it is also not image stabilized. Basically what I wanted to do now, everything looks so much different at night than it does during the day. And you guys already saw the B-roll of the day. I want to see how drastically different, probably how very cool this campus looks at night. So here we go. Well, good morning. I just have like 10 to 15 minutes before I actually need to head into this morning's breakfast. The president of SUNY Oneonta, Dr. Nancy Klinuski, she is going to be getting a very lovely award this morning because she is retiring. You know, you don't tend to care about the president of the school when you're a student, but our campus was really good about doing academic achievement awards, just, you know, achieving a certain GPA every semester, and I always tended to do that. You know, she'd be the one shaking your hand and giving you your certificate or whatever, so I kind of got to know her through that, and then my work with the Alumni Association for the last bunch of years. She's here every year, always calls me over to her table, loves magic. She did some really phenomenal work here, which is something, again, I didn't notice as a student, but when you look back now and everything she's done since, it's really awesome what she did and what she accomplished. It was so hot yesterday while I was out trying to talk to you guys about philosophy and why it was so important that when I was watching some of the footage back last night, I realized I just kind of kept saying the same thing over and over again. There were other points that I wanted to make. So here's the last point I want to make about why, if you're a creative person or you're thinking about being self-employed or starting your own business, why it's worth studying philosophy. Philosophy teaches you how to make clear, concise, and elegant arguments. In other words, it teaches you how to debate your point, how to defend your point in a clear and concise way. It makes it much easier when you're able to do that to articulate your vision to the people who you need to get on board with what you're doing. Maybe help you with funding or provide some support. So there's one more benefit. There's lots of benefits, and I highly recommend, if you can, taking a philosophy course, even if you're not gonna study philosophy or anything like that. It's really worth it.
Thank you for all you do for your college. You're very supporters. Thank you so much.